'Tis I, the heavily orchestrated, never duplicated lyrical symphony known as the Eternal One Eternity, holding it down for Mob Town and the Power Lines poets and merciless minds in the South and the safe word in the 2020 podcast LLC. Please say the LLC. Bruh.
That's okay.
Bruh.
That's what editing is for.
I swear. I thought I had it, and then I lost it. My nigga, my nerve, fresh off the curve, jelly, jam, and preserve. How you doing today, sir?
Brother, I am fine. I am fine. I wonder how many people know that reference.
Bruh, I don't know, probably not a lot. I just dated myself right then.
Oh my God.
Right then.
I had that tape.
Who, you said tape? As in cassette.
Yes, nigga.
Yes, because 20-year-old what a cassette is, they don't have no idea right now.
I want to know why, because I work with a few. Yeah, I was like, yeah, No Limit had the true, had all the cassette tapes when you unfolded cassette. I'm like, Jesus. So, yeah, that was interesting. I'll give you another one. They didn't know that Popeyes used to serve breakfast.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Popeye's breakfast used to hit.
Yep, that's what I thought. Had the best biscuit in the game.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Eterniti Everlasting.
What's happening, man? I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm good. It was what's weird. It's been forever since we did an interview, but I see you all the time.
True.
Because we work together all the time.
True.
So, first off, what's changed since the last time we did an interview? Right. I will say this: Merciless Mind hit 10 years.
A lot, man. Yeah. Merciless Minds hit 10 years, July the 4th of this year. We did the blackout for the X. I'm gonna come back to that, by the way. But yeah, man. I mean, it was just a fantastic sight to see all those people that not only came to help celebrate Merciless Minds, but all the people that wanted to come celebrate Merciless Minds. Just because of the way the events worked out, like by the time I got back, you know, it was showtime. So the people had been there. Doors had been open for 45 minutes or so. And I mean, like, it was almost like, you better not cry. Like, you got too much to do tonight. You better not cry. Oh, man, but it was emotional to see. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, oh, man, that, you know, we 2-something years into podcasting with the South, you know, so shout out to Country and DJ Big Dream. 2 years into recording the Safe Word. You know, shout out to Mystique. You know, it's just, it's weird, man, to watch how life changed for me after COVID hit. Because a lot of the stuff that I'm into now was born out of a creative necessity. You know what I'm saying? So it's a gift in that I was able to start doing different things like the podcast and stop just talking about it and actually being about it. You know, I keep moving my hands, bro. I got married, you know, so that was appreciated. That was something, you know, major. And just the oddest part is more of the hosting side has had a chance to thrive, but now I'm really feeling like I want to get back into that artist creative. Okay. And man, it's hard. It's hard. You know, I got a new single out right now. It's called Focus. And because things picked up so much in my everyday life, you know, it seemed like it kind of had the back burner just a little bit, but people don't get worried. You know, I got something special planned for that, and it's going to keep growing from there, man. But outside of that, just trying to get back in this creative space, get back into doing poetry events, get back into doing this music that I love so much, man, and just get back on that stage because that's what life is, man.
I agree.
So.
I agree. And with the track Focus, I felt like it came at a perfect time
Mm-hmm.
because the pandemic is still here.
Right.
But I feel like every now and again an alignment is needed. You know what I mean? Like we were focused very hard because we were shut in. We weren't allowed to do much.
Right.
And then a little bit of the mandate let up, so we got the little bit of normalcy back.
Right.
And it felt right around that time. I got Stearns that you let me know that, hey, I'm cooking, I'm working on something with PJ, and I'm like,
right.
Oh, this is gonna be hard. And that's the other thing about you. Greatness is consistent with you. And I can't say that with a lot of people. There's some people that I hear and you be like, oh, okay, they're getting better. but you were consistently great. Anytime I see a project you put out, first off, you're meticulous as hell. So you're going to ensure that it's done 100%.
That is a fact.
And the other part is, and this is a little bit of a detriment, as soon as you're completed that goal, you're on to the next.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with you.
So I hope to see more of you breathing in the air, because when I went to Blackout, that was my first time seeing you actually perform.
Okay.
So I was thoroughly impressed. I knew what to expect because I saw videos and things of you performing. But when you closed out one song, you just looked. You had your WrestleMania moment. And I was just so happened to have my camera, and I took like 15 pictures. You were just looking and just looking and just looking and just like, yeah. I wanted to do the Let's Go Eternity.
It was man, I saw a vision come to fruition.
Yeah.
And for artists like me, that doesn't happen as often as I feel like it should. And so it'd be easy, I won't say easy, but it's hard to stick to a vision that you have and not just fall into the frame of the crowd so that you can try to, hop on that same wave to get noticed. So I mean, like, I make no regrets about anything that I do. And especially like you said, I am meticulous, almost to a fault. But I mean, it's just, I just refuse to put out half-ass stuff. That's how I feel. So
now, with breeding excellence, of course, your company is a reflection of you. So I heard through the grapevine that a certain fearless leader, Catharsis the poet, has a project coming out.
Bro, that's twin. You know I know. I know.
So
it's the Aries and the Leo. It's that twin fire. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right.
Go ahead.
I know a lot of fire signs.
It is, man.
Like that's
wild.
Yeah, see? So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Like, because I asked Mr. I'm just being honest, the same question.
Okay.
Because with every person that you meet, there's a different type of connection with another person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hence why you guys say twin. What is it like being on the inside, being that other reflection, like with Catharsis? What kind of dynamic would you try to describe it to somebody on the outside who doesn't know?
The simplest way to say it is two peas in a pod. And as simple as it sounds, you think about the dynamic that takes. Because a lot of people can't take being confined.
Okay.
And so in order to discuss and agree and, sometimes disagree and to basically just make sure that everything is on the same playing field, you have to be open and you have to be honest. Right. Some people can't be that open and that honest. And that's what I mean when I say you have to be able to be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I think that what made it vibe so well for us is because we literally, it was kind of joking, but we just always showed up to events dressed alike. Yeah. That's literally where that twin thing came from. It just kind of bounced off from there. But as we started to actually be around each other and get to know each other, it was just kind of like, damn, like, hey, was you thinking that too? Yeah, I was thinking that too. Everything just, it clicks. And I just think that it's necessary that everything has to click. And so I'm glad to be in a troupe that has a leader that knows how to make things click. Common sense isn't so common sometimes. You know what I mean? And it's good to have somebody that is quick-witted, that is a critical thinker, and that can, you got to balance each other out. That's the other thing too. Like her and I can't both be panicky. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so it's got to be one or the other. Yeah. And that's where I think that balance comes in. I'm sorry, I know that was like a long way around the world, but it just felt like she is all those things. You know what I mean? It's hard to confine her.
Right.
So.
Understood. So with this project, them shoes are fire, by the way.
Appreciate
it. With this project, what can we expect to see? Like, if you were trying to sell this to someone, letting them know, yo, you need to cop this, because of course 1,000,006 people drop projects every day.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel is going to make this project different?
I'm gonna rebuttal that with the question.
Okay.
When Jay-Z dropped Reasonable Doubt, would you ever would have said off of that one album alone that he would have been the greatest MC to ever hit a mic?
That's a good question. I wonder.
So I say that to say this. And I use that analogy because my good sister is the same age as hip hop. So I like to correlate the two. From her first album, I watched someone that was hungry and eager to be in that product market. And when I say that, sometimes when we're that hungry and that eager, the content that we produce, sometimes the quantity is greater than the quality that we create it to be. It takes adjustments if you've never been in a studio environment or anything of that nature, right? So, funny story. She's probably gonna kill me for saying this, but it's okay. So, I remember she was in the studio one time. She told me this story where she was kind of on the mic, and she was like spitting her mic, spitting her piece or whatever. And our engineer was like, "Hey, we can't hear you. I need you to back up off the mic." So she backs up off the mic, and the poem that she was doing, it starts, "She didn't belong to me." So she put together when he said, "Step back off the mic," and "I couldn't hear you," to get louder. So she is in the booth, bent over like a sinner about to get ready to hike to go, "She didn't belong to me!" Bro, it was the funniest shit ever. And and when we talk about growth, I think it's important to remember those times because, dude, I go back and even listen to like my first album, and then I go back and listen to the music that I make today, and that's the reason I'm so meticulous with the music that I make today, is because some of that stuff was just like, oh, I want to be an artist. I think a lot of artists are like that first time out because sometimes it feels like we need to play catch up. It's that fear of missing out. Hell, I still feel like that sometimes today. You know what I'm saying? And I think that with this album, Catharsis has had years, she's had experience, she has grown in every spectrum. You know what I mean? Whether she's hosting or doing poetry or even in a business or a professional sense. You know what I'm saying? She is going to be meticulous in everything that she does to make sure that she delivers grade A quality work because she understands the importance of branding. She understands the importance of being professional. She understands the importance of showing that growth. And I think that's what's going to make words of affirmation that much more powerful from where she started to where she's at right now.
All right, bro. Well, I'm excited to hear the project. I know plenty of people are as well.
Yeah.
With you as well, where can we find you, bro? Where can we support you?
Man, you can find everything at MrEverlasting.com. And you can check out the South Got Something to Say and the Safe Word on all your favorite DSPs. That's it.
That is. Mr. Everlasting, thank you for your time, bro.
Thank you.
That's it. Stop on that one.
That's so very